You look at this Niner defense, and this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the... Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. And when you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders at 3-7 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Again on the ground with Hunter. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throw right side looked in here by Besh. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Gain of 4 makes it 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Give the rookie another run this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. Brock Bowers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Raiders have Jimenez. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get it to 44 for a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. 23 yards to pick up there. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not like too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Raider first down, 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of
mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, get into their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Hunter. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. That's the bash over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Can't go for it, but as you said, they picked it up. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Purdy now to throw. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 5.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
33-yard line.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. Got his man, it's Thornton. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing here, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, San Francisco.
Get set, get set.
Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 14
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. You know, a role fires up offensive linemen when the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 32 yards away. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 to score as we resume action on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I've established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They won't throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Second and 12.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because in the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Get set, get set.
In motion goes the tight end.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. A good pick up there on first as the screen pass gets away.
Good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
A first carry here for Jordan James.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch out!
Throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself in good position to win.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game, but Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
70 Lions. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete yet again to Thornton. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 59 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Luke now for the extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Raiders 17, 49ers 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Off
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
at their own 26-yard line.
Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. That was third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
They'll look to throw here.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
8-yard gain.
That'll give him 8 then. that time. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Get set. You're not.
Here's Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Purdy. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
One advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around.
They'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation. Kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. No gain on the Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
More the motion man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's second down.
Ready? Rocco 80. Ready?
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Michael Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. This definitely four-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's going to land complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Michael Mayer.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target. That's how they'll shred the defense.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is in as they have tied it right here in the final minute of the fourth quarter. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 24, 49ers 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here comes second down. Throwing, Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
And he's going to have a first down as he's out of bounds to stop the clock with just under 20 seconds to go.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Purdy to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Purdy to throw. And the Raiders have got it. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Purdy to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Here's Purdy. This ball intercepted. And the Raiders have just about sewn up this football game.
Purdy's pass intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. Let go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Raiders, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the